This video is designed to help you start a cosmetic business. At the end of the video, you'll find a valuable gift. It's a cosmetic business plan that you can download, and will lay down for you, step by step, everything you need to know to start a successful cosmetic business of your own. If you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. The cosmetics industry is competitive. Consumers can choose from thousands of beauty brands, both in-store and online. But in an industry that's constantly chasing the latest trend or hottest makeup line, there's always room for new startups. Choose a cosmetic product to develop. The beauty industry covers a broad range of products, from hair care and skincare products, to cosmetics and perfumes. The first step to starting a cosmetic business is identifying the type of product, or products, you want to develop. For example, if you're planning to launch your own makeup line, you might focus on developing an eyeshadow palette. If your startup is focused on hair care, you might develop a shampoo and conditioner set. Most beauty brands launch with fewer than 5 products, including variations of the same formula, such as concealer shades or eyeliner colors. While you might eventually launch a broader cosmetic line, developing products can be costly, time-consuming, and complex. As a startup, launch with a few high-quality products that will appeal to your target market, rather than a variety of mediocre items that could hinder your success. Perform market research. Finding your niche in the crowded beauty industry is key to standing out. Market research can help you identify gaps in the current beauty market, like underserved demographics, rising trends, or unmet needs. As part of your ideation and launch preparation process, do thorough online research, consult industry surveys, and conduct interviews with beauty consumers to learn about the products they love and why they love them. The pain points they have with competitors' beauty products. The beauty trends they're following. How much they're willing to spend on different kinds of products. Once your market research is complete, identify how you can meet your potential customers' needs, and what makes your products unique. For example, you could specifically focus on creating semi-permanent hair dyes for natural hair. Begin product development. With plans laid out and a funding set, you can start developing your first cosmetic product. Once you create your first product or product line, you can also solidify your pricing strategy, product branding, and more. If you plan to develop your product on your own, research how to create cosmetic formulations that are both safe and effective. You'll need to finance the raw materials, containers, and other packaging. This is a good approach for products that are easy to DIY, such as soaps and organic makeup. Think items you'd find on Etsy, rather than chemical-based products like sunscreens and toothpastes. Alternatively, you can outsource the work to a professional cosmetic scientist, which typically costs at least $1,000 per product. After your product is developed, either pack and ship it on your own, or find a manufacturer to help. You can also work with a private label manufacturer, which you can find on sites like Alibaba or Thomasnet, and skip costly parts of the development phase. By selling a pre-developed formula with your own branding, you'll only have to pay per unit, wholesale prices. Regardless of how you create your product, be vigilant about the ingredients you're using, especially if you're making claims like paraben-free or organic, and how you're labeling your products. Test your new product. When product development is complete, create or order samples before you build your inventory. Thoroughly test the quality of your product, and ensure it does what you promise. For example, your mascara should stay on through a shower if it's waterproof. You can recruit friends, family members, and potential customers to help you test the products. Testers should inform you of any bad reactions to your product, even if they're minor. This step can ensure your product is safe, which is crucial, since cosmetic businesses can be held accountable for safety problems. Before you administer any tests, research existing safety data for your ingredients, and similar formulas on the Cosmetic Ingredient Review website. For products that take time to produce results, such as retinol serums, the testing phase may take over a month. Some cosmetic scientists may also offer testing services for around $500 to a few $1,000s, or include it with your product development costs. Create a distribution strategy. Before you launch your cosmetic business, take some time to flesh out your business model. You'll likely have an online store, but you can also identify brick-and-mortar retailers you want to work with, or local markets where you want to sell. For online orders, outline how you'll get products to consumers. Ask yourself questions like, will I pack and ship products myself or work with a distributor? What software will I use to manage orders and inventory? What order updates, like shipping updates or order confirmations, will clients receive? Outline your client management strategy here as well. If issues occur during the distribution process, how will you notify customers of delays? Consider how clients can reach out to you if they need help. Build and launch your online presence. The last step before launching your cosmetic business is ensuring customers know where to find you, by creating an engaging online presence. Start by building your online store or e-commerce site, using a website builder like Squarespace. You can also create a storefront on marketplace sites like Amazon and Etsy. To market your store, create social media profiles on platforms your target customers use. The next part of the video is not specific to a cosmetic business. Nevertheless, this knowledge is essential for success in the cosmetic business, as well as in any other business. Ignore it at your own peril. Operating a successful cosmetic business will depend on the following 4 conventions. 1. A practical plan, with a solid foundation. 2. Dedication, and willingness to sacrifice, to reach your goal. 3. Technical skills. 4. Basic knowledge of management, finance, record keeping and market analysis. As a new owner, you will need to master these skills and techniques if your business is to be successful. Finding a niche. Small businesses range in size from a manufacturer, with many employees, and millions of dollars in equipment, to the lone window washer, with a bucket and a sponge. Obviously, the knowledge and skills required for these 2 extremes are far apart, but for success they have one thing in common. Each has found a business niche, and is filling it. The most critical problems you will face, in your early planning, will be to find your niche, and determine the feasibility of your idea. Get into the right business at the right time, is very good advice, but following that advice may be difficult. Many entrepreneurs plunge into a business venture, so blinded by the dream, that they fail to thoroughly evaluate its potential. Is your business idea feasible? Before you invest time, effort, and money, the following exercise will help you separate sound ideas from those bearing a high potential for failure. Identify and briefly describe the business you plan to start. Identify the product or service you plan to sell. Answering yes to any of the following 3 questions means you are on the right track. A negative answer to all of them means the road ahead could be rough. 1. Does your product or service satisfy an unfilled need? 2. Will your product or service serve an existing market in which demand exceeds supply? 3. Will your product or service be competitive, based on its quality, selection, price, or location? Market analysis. For a small business to be successful, the owner must know the market. To learn the market, you must analyze it, a process that takes time and effort. You don't have to be a trained statistician to analyze the marketplace, nor does the analysis have to be costly. Analyzing the market is a way to gather facts about potential customers, and to determine the demand for your product or service. The more information you gather, the greater your chances of capturing a segment of the market. Know the market before investing your time and money in any business venture. The following questions will help you collect the information necessary to analyze your market, and determine if your product or service will sell. This brief exercise will give you a good idea of the kind of market planning you need to do. An answer of no to any of the questions indicates a weakness in your plan, so do your research until you can answer each question with a yes. 1. Do you know who your customers will be? 2. Do you understand their needs and desires? 3. Do you know where they live? 4. Will you be offering the kind of products or services that they will buy? 5. Will your prices be competitive in quality and value? 6. Will your promotional program be effective? 7. Do you understand how your business compares with your competitors? 8. Will your business be conveniently located for the people you plan to serve? 9. Will there be adequate parking facilities for the people you plan to serve? Planning your startup. The following questions are grouped according to function. They are designed to help you prepare for opening day. Merchandise. Have you decided what items you will sell or produce, or what services you will provide? Have you made a merchandise plan, based upon estimated sales, to determine the amount of inventory you will need to control purchases? Have you found reliable suppliers, who will assist you in the startup? Have you compared the prices, quality, and credit terms of suppliers? Business records. Are you prepared to maintain complete records of sales, income and expenses, accounts payable, and receivables? Have you determined how to handle payroll records, tax reports, and payments? Do you know what financial reports should be prepared, and how to prepare them? Finances. A large number of small businesses fail each year. There are a number of reasons for these failures, but one of the main reasons is insufficient funds. Too many entrepreneurs try to start and operate a business without sufficient capital, money. To avoid this dilemma, you can review your situation by analyzing the following 3 questions. 1. How much money do you have? 2. How much money will you need to start your business? 3. How much money will you need to stay in business? In order to answer the second question, how much money will you need to start your business? You need to prepare an estimate of all your startup costs. Here is a list of items you may need to take into account. Note that this list is for a retail business. Items will vary for service, construction, manufacturing or online firms. Decorating and remodeling, fixtures and equipment, installing fixtures and equipment, services and supplies, beginning inventory cost, legal, professional fees, licenses and permits, telephone utility deposits, insurance, signs, advertising for opening, unanticipated expenses. Now, the answer to the third question, how much money will you need to stay in business? Must be divided into 2 parts, immediate costs, and future costs. From the moment the door to your new business opens, a certain amount of income may come in. However, this income should not be projected in your operating expenses. You will need enough money available to cover costs for at least the first 3 months of operation. The following list will help you project your operating expenses on a monthly basis. Typical expenses for 1 month may include your living costs, employee wages, rent, advertising, supplies, utilities, insurance, taxes, maintenance, delivery, transportation, miscellaneous. Now sum up the total estimated monthly expenses and multiply it by 3. This is the amount of cash you will need to cover operating expenses for 3 months. Deposit this amount in a savings account before opening your business. Use it only for those purposes listed in the above list, because this money will ensure that you will be able to continue in business during the crucial early stages. By adding the total startup costs to the total expenses for 3 months, you can learn what the estimated costs will be to start and operate your business for 3 months. By subtracting the totals of the lists from the cash available, you can determine the amount of additional financing you may need, if any. Now you will need to estimate your operating expenses for the first year after startup. The first step in determining your annual expenses is to estimate your sales volume, month by month. Next, determine the cost of sales. You may want to use a spreadsheet to do this. After startup, the primary source of revenue in your business will be from sales, but your sales will vary from month to month because of seasonal patterns and other factors. It is important to determine if your monthly sales will produce enough income to pay each month's bills. An estimated cash flow projection will show if the monthly cash balance is going to be subject to such factors as the following: failure to recognize seasonal trends, excessive cash taken from the business for living expenses, too rapid expansion, and slow collection of accounts if credit is extended to customers. Conclusion: if you have carefully answered all the questions in this video, you have seriously thought about your goal. However, there may be some things you may feel you need to know more about. Owning and running a cosmetic business is a continuous learning process. Research your idea, and do as much as you can, yourself, but don't hesitate to seek help from people who can tell you what you need to know. As we conclude this video, it's time you get your free cosmetic business plan gift. Go to the description below this video to get it now. It is completely free, no strings attached. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this.